Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. As always, I had a great video on my YouTube start page today, which is called The Worst Endgame in Hoyo History. I'm going to be honest, that's a crazy title. I'm just going to be bland. I think The Worst Endgame is crazy. And what I think is especially great, this video is made by Saint Ontas, and I believe Saint Ontas is a Wuthering Waves content creator, because back in the day, during the anniversary, the Zani situation, right, there was a content creator named Miyabi, and she did some, questionable math in order to spread some power creep misinformation, and Saint Ontas was actually the guy to call her out on, and that was something that I saw from him, but that's about it. And as you can see, this guy is absolutely huge. 86k subs is crazy. So yeah, this guy does have quite some impact on the gacha space. And because of that, I think a person like this making a take on something like Anomaly Arbitration, right? I believe this is going to be about Anomaly Arbitration. I think that's great. I think that's very, very important. And I think it's also very, very important to watch what people like that say, because the truth is, a person like that has quite a lot of impact on the gacha space, in my opinion. And that person saying the worst endgame in Hoyo history is crazy. And the reason why I want to react to this video is because I disagree. And I love disagreements. I love that. I think you can learn so much about people that have other opinions than you. And, that's also like in the comments. I love when people have actual good, constructive criticism towards me. Because I think that feeds healthy discussions and it allows me to also, grow as a person and also change my perspective and maybe, look at things from a different viewpoint that I did not take into consideration before that. So today, we're just going to look into this. Don't worry, I know the video is 53 minutes long, but I believe this is going to be way, way less because this is primarily just gameplay and I am going to skip all the gameplay pretty much, unless there's an absolute reason for that. So, before we dive into it, I just want to say, I cleared Anomaly Arbitration today. I think the mode is great. If you watched me in the last few days, or you watch different videos, I already said it before this game mode even came out. I think this game mode is amazing, and I'm so happy. And I played it today. Overall, my opinion, I was more than right. This mode is even better than what I believed, 100%. And so starting off, first of all, I full cleared it. I'm eventually not going to be able to full clear it. I don't really care about it. But the rewards, what I love about this is you as a free-to-play player can get a huge amount of rewards here. I first believed that you quite genuinely only can get any rewards if you're a whale. And I still believe this mode was going to be great. And now I found out you as a free-to-play player can realistically get quite a lot of the rewards here. And this completely again changes my perspective, because you get 201 resin for 3 stars, 6 stars, and then 9 stars. Then you get 100 for like Ligas. If the dice is like the easiest Ligas reward as well. And then you also have this if you just clear the night stages. So in totality, you need to understand, if you can clear 3 stages, if you can just clear them, clearing them means 6 cycles, which in theory is actually better than, for example, MOC, because in theory, in MOC you have 5 cycles per half, but, it's, again, a bit of an unfair comparison. I'm not going to really make that. But yeah, what I mean is, if you, for example, you don't beat Ligas, but you beat Night 1 at 1, Night 2 at 1, and Night 3 at 1, you're going to get 200 of Lone Stardust, and at the same time another 300, you're going to get 500. That's amazing. Now, why does it not matter? Self-modeling resin, in my opinion, is whatever. I think 3 is obviously big, but the moment you, as a free-to-play, can get like 1 or sometimes even 2, depending on how much characters and stuff you have, it becomes amazing. This dice, let's be real, this dice is so shit. I have 2 of them. I will not use them because I'm going to be honest, using all this dice is going to do is ruin my day, because I'm going to use it and it's going to roll into shit. It's always like that. And yeah, lastly, the shop is whatever. Tears of Dreams is shit. This is like a background. If you really want to, I think it's ugly. I think this is ugly. This is ugly. Fucking a pajama set for Pom-Pom. And then I guess you have a pet for 1,600. But again, I don't know. I like bubbles more. But, these are my personal opinions. But I still believe let's say you cannot clear anything, you will 100% survive not having the pom-pom sweet dreams pajama set. But yeah, basically, even then, right, you can farm this stardust and you can get them. Like, even there's 3 stars, just clearing the 3 night stages with 1 star, so 6 cycles per night, is going to grant you 500 lone stardust, and I think that's amazing. But I do. I'm very open about that. And so, the rewards, so to speak, are shit. And that means that this mode, in my opinion, does not obey rules of power creep. And it does also not obey rules of anything else. It's not something you need to clear. And it's also something that's not meant for you to be cleared if you're a new player. This is meant for players with high investment or players who have played for a long time. And so you also have a lot of roster diversity. I will say, however, before we get into the video, Night 2 is shit. I despise this. I think this is absolutely shit. For every 1% HP the enemy target loses, reduces crit damage dealt to them by 3%. I think this is absolutely horrendous, and this 100% deserves to get shit on. Basically, this stage absolutely stops you from using crit damage dealers. You are forced to either use dot or break. In my case, I'm lucky that, you know, I really liked Sam, the entire mech thing, so, you know, I have the team. But I think the mode is allowed to be difficult. The mode should be difficult. But I think increasing difficulty by taking away options from the player is the worst way to increase difficulty, genuinely. 100%. I despise this. There should be a buff that buffs dot, if you really want people to use dot, or buffs break. But, you know, because it's something on to death with Electro, Wind, Physical, I assume they want Hysselins, Kafka, Black Swan to be used here. Buff what you want to be used, but don't nerf crit. Imagine a Souls boss where you cannot dodge roll. That boss is going to be hard, but he's going to feel shit to fight against. Not because the boss is interesting in a hard way, but literally just because the boss is removing options from you as a player. I think this is very unhealthy. The other stages are great. So yeah, I just hope that this, you know, does not happen anymore. I would much rather have, you know, things that buff me than things that nerf me. And even then, right, Night 1 is meant to be done with break, and I managed to clear it with an E0 S1 My Day, right? So, you know what I mean? It's like, the main issue is here that this debuff is basically just extreme. But yeah, why am I yapping about this? I just wanted to give my full opinion on Anomaly Arbitration, and how I think about the mode, right? I have a very different perspective, I guess, because I think you don't need to clear it, and because of that, right? If in 2 patches I cannot clear it, I don't care. Right, I'm still going to clear stages here and there, I'm still going to get lone stardust, I'm not going to use up my stardust here, and whenever they actually put something here in that shop, I will going to have that lone stardust to buy it. So with that out of the way, yeah, let's jump right into the video, because again, I've spent too much time talking without actually watching the video. So yeah.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I've heard that Honkai Star Rail has gotten some great new expansions to its endgame, and I've been looking for the opportunity to, of course, give it a test for myself, because, as you all know, we always like taking a look at where Hoyo endgames are going. And I've heard some good things. That's a lie. I've heard no good things about Anomaly Arbitration. I've only heard bad things, and so... Wait,
that's crazy. What? Where did he hear those things? I only heard good things. I heard bad things about the Something Onto Death stage, which is 100% justified. But other than that, I heard a lot of people say it's very fun. The night stage is boring, but I think this is amazing. I really do. I think there were healthy discussions, and I think how everyone is, you know, basically struggling, having their own battle against this endgame. Everyone has different approaches. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of 1.x to a certain degree, when no one knew anything and everyone was just doing their own thing. Everyone was just trying different approaches. And now this is here, and you see like the wildest teams trying to beat somehow and clutch out that night stage. I think it's amazing. I really want to know where he got that from, because I genuinely have not encountered any of those kind of opinions.
Why don't we go ahead, verify whether or not those rumors are true by just giving it a try for ourselves. So,
but where? Oh, I really want to know where he got that from. Simply because I somehow overflew it, I guess. But yeah,
you can see over here on my screen. I don't know what.
I will, however, already have to pause, right? This is not a good sign. Like the Starlit Homecoming, basically what that means is he has not played for quite some time. I'm not sure actually how long you need to not log in to trigger Starlit Homecoming, but basically this means that he is basically pretty much probably not an active Honkai Star Rail player, and I'm going to be honest, I assume he's not going to be able to clear Anomaly Arbitration, because this mode is not meant for players like this, right? It's meant for active players.
Which this is, but it's there. I'm a returnee.
So yeah.
Last thing I did on this account was pull Finon. I didn't pull his light code, and then I quit the game. This was during the Fate Unlimited Blade Works collab patch. It was so fucking bad. That's where we're at.
Wait, no, why? What? The Fate collab, right? The Fate collab was not bad. It was disappointing. Compared to what an average collab in gacha games looks, the Fate collab was fine. It was okay. The issue is, the Fate collab got very, very hyped, and then you also had players who, again, had very, very high expectations in this case, right? And basically, you know, it was disappointing. And I agree, I think the Fate collab was disappointing, because I also had very, very high hopes. But I don't think it was bad. Just because something, you know, disappoints you, you know, and now you don't like it subjectively, does not mean it's bad objectively. Like, my brother in Christ, were you there when the Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle had their One Piece collab? That shit, that thing was the worst thing ever. Like, there were collabs. Like, compared to what the average collab looks like, holy shit. I think the word shit is maybe a bit, you know, too strong.
Right now with our account, we'll claim those nice 200 stellar jades and relic remains.
But yeah,
that's all we're gonna need.
Let's see.
Let's go ahead and see how we access this game mode. All right, Intellitron Endgame. Let's do this.
Wait, so he can challenge it.
Surely I'll be able to access it right now.
He actually has full cleared all the endgame modes. So what? Like that's interesting. I'm going to skip forward a bit.
You guys see that? Oh my god!
I'm going to.
An actual skip point. I can skip all that bullshit before the start.
What happened?
The game mode, because you know nobody cares. When protected by night.
I mean, you could skip that from 3.4, no? Okay, weird. Whatever. Let's see.
Power will be greatly enhanced. Do you want to challenge the king directly?
Okay. Yeah, I tried clearing him like this. Yeah, it did not end well for me. It was bad. It was really bad.
All right. I see what's going on over here.
Yeah. So, you need to clear the 3 night stages, and then Lygus gets weaker, and then you can challenge the weakened Lygus, and then,
yeah. There are 3 different knights over here. I need to go fight the knights, and for every knight that I beat up, then I guess the king is gonna get weakened.
Yep,
that's what I feel like is going to occur.
Yep.
All right, let's get a little bit of in-game dialogue going.
Yep.
I think HSR's music is okay, so I guess we could just keep it going.
Okay, HSR has some of the best soundtracks I've ever heard. In gaming in general, I absolutely love Honkai Star Rail soundtracks. Jesus Christ.
Alright, let's check it out. Grant me the judgment. Let's do this. Alright, so knight number 1's got that resilient armor. Okay, you gotta use a super break team over here.
You don't have to. I managed to clear it with an easy rise 1 break. I will say you do feel... as long as you use, like, an imaginary destruction, I think you're fine.
Then you got knight number 2.
Yeah, this is the bad one. This is the bad one. I hope he's going to say how shit this is. This is something that absolutely needs to be called out. 100%. This is horrendous. How did they come up with this again? This is so bad.
1% HP the enemy target loses, reduces crit damage dealt to them. Okay, I need damage over time here, because that damage over time doesn't crit. And this guy has, each time the enemy target is attacked, the attacker loses HP. Okay, so I want Caceres or Blade here.
I mean, it depends, right? Just in general, you can use just a bunch of HP loss units here, I guess. But Finon is also really good on this stage. You can also use Finon here. Yeah, like, the only stage that is, like, really, really bad is the middle one. Because that anti-crit damage thing is... It feels bad to play, man.
That benefits from losing HP over here. Okay.
It feels so bad.
I feel like I have the teams that I need to kind of deliver some damage in this
Okay, let's see it.
I have the teams that I need.
I will not watch the gameplay, but I will also see, you know, what kind of team he uses and all that. Why not? And I do wonder how he will come to the conclusion that this is the worst endgame mode in Hoyo history.
Obviously, we gotta use some super break. So why don't we go with...
So I guess he's using Firefly, yeah.
Where's
and then Ruan May, Gallagher probably, yeah.
That should be the team that works.
Sure.
So we got Firefly, Fuck You, Gallagher, and Ruan May. Now
Yeah.
I don't have Hisselin, so do I just, what do I do? I'm gonna be real with you. I don't have
I mean, this is, you don't have Hisselens, this is like, you can try Kafka Black Swan, and you can just see how far you can go. Or you can try and experiment, basically the idea, this is what I did, right? Because I don't have Hisselens, so I just went Break on the middle stage, because Break is also not being weakened by this. And then I just improvised on the first stage. If you don't have Hisselens, I think if you have a Break team, using the Break team on the Break stage is actually going to be worse.
Maybe I can go like Kafka Acheron.
Oh, wait, no, wait, what? Why? This is not going to work.
This team looks so fucked up.
This is not going to work.
Is this something I can do?
No.
Is this legal?
No, this is not going to work. Acheron, Black Swan, Kafka is dog shit. This was never a good team. I don't know where this even comes from. I always assumed people thought that Black Swan, Kafka, Acheron is a good team because it was good in pure fiction. And then people kinda assumed, I guess, oh, it's good in pure fiction, so it has to be good in other modes as well. No, it is not. It is not a good mode.
Is this legal? Is this a legal team?
No. Especially, no, I just realized, what? No, you cannot use Acheron on a stage that nerfs crit damage. The Acheron does not do anything in this team here, right? She does not contribute anything. If the only characters that are dealing damage here are Kafka and Black Swan, because they are not affected by the something onto death buff. So you are actually going to end up with better performance here by removing the Acheron, and for example, he has Robin. He can run Robin, right? And that's going to increase your performance.
Okay, that feels like it could work. And at the bottom now. Oh, but I'm supposed to use my Hisselens. Oh, I'm supposed to use her for caster.
Why? I mean, you can try, right? But for example, if you see you have issues on the middle stage, right? Like this is a strategy. I always say this. Honkai Star Rail is not really that much of a strategy game in combat. This right here is the strategy. This right here is already like the hard part of the game. This is like more about resource allocation. Like you just try. And if you see, I don't know, oh, I need Hyacinth on that stage, right? Like you can allocate your resources, and then in the worst case, you know, you just run Casterus with Luocha.
What do I even put in this third slot here, buddy? What do I even do here? Who do I put there? Fucking Luocha? We'll do Luocha.
Yeah, but I do think you cannot run Acheron here. Team 2 is going to suffer.
Now. Of course, this is going to be the anchor.
And then this, what is, okay, he has a, oh yeah, okay, this team is just going to absolutely obliterate. Okay, easy. So he should clear stage 1, stage 3, and then stage 2. Right, sure.
So I think we should be ready to go. Like, this should work.
Yeah.
Let's see how hard Anomaly Arbitration acts.
How well I invested his characters. I think that's also very important.
Alright, achieve victory in no more than 6 cycles.
Yeah, you have 2 cycles for them back's rewards, yes.
So to 3-star this, I need to achieve it in no less than, I need to 2-cycle it. Maybe I should take a look at my character. Let me just make sure that...
Okay, wait, let's see it. 162 speed. Yeah, this is fine. Right, this is fine, assuming she has the effect hit rate she needs.
162 speed, that looks fine.
Does she have enough effect hit rate? That's a lot of HP.
Maybe I should take a look at my character. Let me just make sure.
4k HP is a lot, man.
162 speed.
I assume she has it, right? What else?
Let me just make sure that.
So we have the
162 speed.
Fugwell. Firefly looks fine. Obviously, this is a budget Firefly, right? With the Hertalite cone, but still.
156, that looks okay.
Quidco Pro Gallagher in this case with 161 speed. I wonder, do you need Quid Pro? Do you actually need it in this case? What is Quid Pro going to do? But I guess it works, right? Sure. And then 163 on Ruan May. So this is a full-on budget break team. Interesting. There's a chance he might not actually clear it in 2 cycles. There's a chance he's only going to get like 2 stars, but I think that's fine on that budget level. You really can't complain about that, especially because Ruan May is nowadays a free unit. So Black Swan is also on budget.
Surely she'll be okay.
Yeah. No, wait, what? What are these crit values on Acheron? Okay, so first of all, right, even if this Acheron was well built, you cannot use it, right? But this is bad. You should have a bit more crit rate on Acheron than 50%.
I think she'll be fine.
What is... Oh, wait, what? Why does the Kafka have good night sleep well? You just give her tutorial. Kafka after her buffs is amazing, because she just runs. Her best light cone is a free-to-play light cone. Why does she have good night sleep well? Just give her a tutorial.
She's fast too, so I guess that's good. And he looks pretty fast.
Luocha is like whatever.
She's
maybe a bit too slow, but whatever, right? She does what she's supposed to. This is bad. Oh, wait. No, this is bad. 55% crit rate on Castoris? That's fucking bad. This is bad. Castoris, Finon, Herta, all of these new modern DPS, they need as near as possible. They need to be as near as possible to 100% crit rate. 100%, because they're all using multiple instances of damage. So it's not like back in the day, right, when you would just restart and fish for crits with that Seele ult. Because you cannot fish for crits when you have like 1 billion instances of damage. In that case, you just need to get to 100%. But yeah, I just feel like this Castoris is just not really well built at all, right? Like, she needs more crit. This Castoris is weak.
She's slow. He's turbo. And she's slow. Well.
Wait, what?
She's turbo. She's slow.
And I personally, this is just me, there are people that are going to disagree here. I would run a slower RMC. I think a slower RMC with more crit damage is better. I think it's you get overall, in my experience at least, I might be wrong here, feel free to call me out in the comments, but I think running, I don't know, 150 speed, for example, 154, with 250 crit damage is so much better. I just think you get more out of it.
And she's slow.
Oh my god, what is that Tribi? Okay, wait. This Tribi, we cannot use this Tribi. We cannot use this Tribi. Why? Is that an 88 speed dance Tribi? What? That's not how you play Tribi. You only play slow Tribi if you have the S1, if you want to play her with her signature. And funnily enough, the free-to-play Tribi, at the end of the day, my opinion, is stronger than, you know, S1 Tribi. Because S1 slow Tribi is just brain dead to play. But bro, free-to-play Tribi, if you run DDD with 161 win set, for example, and you run Lushaka and you run an ER rope, oh my god, you are insane. I think this is really, really bad. You cannot use this. There's absolutely no value in this Tribi. 88 speed DDD. What is that supposed to do?
Okay. That should be okay.
This is really, really bad.
This is an S2 Acheron. Alright, it's got 2 stacks of resilient armor, and each one reduces damage taken.
We are going to skip this. There's no need. I don't really care. So, how do we end?
Yeah, we already... Yeah.
What?
This is way worse. Yeah, yeah, you know what? That
what?
Was, now that I know how that one works... Okay, get me the fuck... Why am I in a fucking...
Wait, what happened?
This one works.
Okay, so he 2-starred it. He got 2 stars. That's amazing, man. That's amazing. 2 stars with a budget free-to-play team. That's mind-blowingly good. That's insane.
It does feel like you probably... This lineup that I got over here, Firefly's like just on the free-to-play light cone.
Yeah.
She's on the Luke. These are all basically just like, you know, budget options that we got going on over here.
Yeah. And I think 2 stars with budget options like this are... I think that's amazing. I think that's crazy good.
It's also E0 Firefly, so I guess it's not surprising that we got 2 stars, right? Here's what it is for that one.
Okay. Now comes the bad stage, and I wonder if he can even clear this in 6 cycles. Because this team is insanely dyslexic. You are suffering so much because you're deciding not to buff Acheron and Kafka here, but instead go...
Like. We got a whole
yeah.
Kafka Acheron team. I feel like this team is going to be really bad because my Acheron is super slow. We'll just...
No, what? No. You run a slow Acheron or 134. The issue isn't that. The issue is you're running a crit damage, a crit damage character against a stage that is telling you to not run crit. You are... per definition, wasting a slot.
We'll just see how it goes.
I'm just going to skip this as well. Yeah, look, it's so slow. Wait, what happened? Did he die? Oh, he dies here. Yeah. Yeah, he died.
I'm good. What the fuck even was that? I died on
Yep.
like the first cycle because
Yep.
they just hit me 3,000 times.
Yeah.
I got to attack one time. I got one turn, and then they proceeded to do like 20,000 damage to my entire team.
Yep.
I got 0 cycled by the enemy.
Okay.
What the fuck even was that? I'm not gonna lie.
That
first one felt okay. That first one felt okay.
Yeah.
Night stage.
Sure.
What the fuck was this? Am I supposed to use like a different character? Like, I don't even feel like this team should have just auto died like that.
No, it should. What? Why not? Why not? What? Luocha is a character, is a sustainer that can only sustain you if you get turns. If you see, right, like just swap Hyacinth and Luocha here and try it again. Because with Hyacinth, you're going to get healed whenever something happens. Or, you know, just hold your ult. Like, you know they're going to attack. You know you had a turn. Like, hold your Kafka ult, for example, to use it to heal up your team. Or something like that. It is that simple. Like, as I said, the main strategy part about Honkai Star Rail nowadays is the team building. It's more like solving a puzzle nowadays. So, you know, you tried it. This was your attempt. Okay, it did not work. We go back to the drawing board, right? You pull up the whiteboard again. Okay, let's see. Let's look at our roster. Let's look at our options, right? That's what I personally love about Anomaly Arbitration, because you have that strategy aspect. And I think that's great.
Straight up, I think on auto this team, I don't even know how that team survives. That just doesn't even look possible. What even is that? What do I do against that? All right. Well, this team should be better. And you know what?
Wait, does he just give up? No shot. No shot. Why? Why? What? The approach is so bad. Why would you try once and then give up, right? Like, just go back, retry. You have so many characters that you absolutely can cook up something that works.
Full confidence because I have Caster Ricey plus her light cone.
He should clear this. I assume he just auto-cleared this. It wouldn't even... I guess the tribute is really, really bad. Is this it? What happens? And? How much? What happened? There we go. 3 stars. Wow. This is amazing. What? This guy is great. Huh? He's doing amazing. If he can clear Night 2 in any shape or form, he will have literally 213. He will have 300 and then another 200 with a self-modeling resin as a free-to-play. This will be 500 Lone Stardust, and with the login bonus, which is like, what, 400? I think it's 400 Lone Stardust, I think. Let's look at it quickly. 600. It was 600. Oh, it was 600 and 200 from here, so it's 800 plus. Bro, what? That's amazing. What? That's beyond insane. Oh my god, wait, we need to go back into the mode. So you got 800 from the login, and this guy now gets 200 here, 300 here. He has 1,300 Lone Stardust already. He can buy every single thing in the shop and is missing only 300 Lone Stardust for the pet. This is beyond amazing. And he cleared this stage with a budget team. This stage is using fucking 88 speed DDD Tribi and a Casterus with 50% crit rate. Like, this is what I mean. That's why I believe this mode is amazing. It's a fun challenge that really brings you to the extreme, because you can experiment with so many teams. There's so much strategy involved in the team building, and you can still gain rewards as a free-to-play. And then, if you know, this guy is going to have 1,300 Lone Stardust. By the next cycle, by the next patch, he can already get himself the Complainer. This is amazing. I don't get it. Why the worst endgame in Hoyo history? I still don't see what the issue is.
Okay. So
this is great.
If you have Casterus, you're good.
This is going great.
I'm glad that the
his Anomaly Arbitration is so good.
Investment I made in version 3.0.
This guy literally said he quit the game in 3.4. He's now coming back and he's clearing it. He has not played for 2 months. Has used primarily budget teams and characters that are not well built. Honestly, with the way his Tribby is built, right, 88 speed, DDD, I have a hard time believing that he was an active player even before 3.4. I have a hard time believing that, you know, from 3.1 Tribby till release till 3.4 Final, that he, you know, actually spent all that time and, you know, optimize these characters, because these builds don't look like that. And so with all of that considered, this clear is absolutely amazing.
Has allowed me to get 3 stars.
Considering all the circumstances.
I'm just gonna be entirely honest with you. Why the fuck did that take so long?
What?
I played it on
Wait, what?
That the one investment I made in version 3.0 has allowed me to get 3 stars. Brother, but I'm just gonna be entirely honest with you. Why the fuck did that take so long?
What?
I played it on auto and I got bored. I got...
Wait, how long? 17:39. It took 7 minutes. What? That was 7 minutes. What?
Tired. Imagine playing that on manual. You'd be sitting there for like 20 minutes on manual. Okay, so this is the...
Wait, but why are you playing a turn-based game then? What? What? I don't get it. Like, what are you bored about? What? You're bored. You're bored, okay? So we have that same and you're bored. Because you're sitting there, you're playing it on auto, so you're not even playing it yourself. So even if there is some strategy that you could do, right? Some optimization that you could do in playing the game yourself, you're not doing it. Why are you playing the game then? I don't get it. What's the point then? So you are playing on auto. You're not doing any manual play. You're basically just staring at your screen and waiting for the fight to end. I don't see what the point of that is. And I mean, this is not a Honkai Star Rail. Bro, 7 minutes is nothing, man. Maybe he has just never played, like, turn-based games, man. But have you... Bro, as a kid, right? There was a game. It was Mario and Luigi. Bro, and as a kid... Basically, the final fight against, in Mario and Luigi 3, was you fight as Bowser against a Shadow Bowser, and after you bring the HP of the Shadow Bowser to 0, he spits out, like a little parasite that's living inside him, and what you need to do is you need to eat, that parasite so that Mario and Luigi, which are inside of Bowser, can kill him. And then the fight switches to Mario and Luigi. And the fight, actually, you win the final boss when the parasite dies. And if you don't manage to eat the parasite, what the parasite will do is it will go back into the Shadow Bowser and it will restore his HP to max. And little me was really bad at button mashing, because you need to button mash to be able to eat that parasite. And I was so bad, I would never do it. And basically, I would be able to get that thing into Bowser like once every 10 tries. And so I would need to kill Shadow Bowser 10 times in a row before I would be able to fight the parasite once in Bowser's stomach as Mario and Luigi. Because eventually he, you know, he crawls out again and then he goes back into the Shadow Bowser, and that's how the final boss plays. And basically what I want to say, that fight took me genuinely, as a kid, 3 fucking hours, and that was a turn-based game. Or like, have you never fought, again as a child, fucking Primal Dialga in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon? And Roar of Time just keeps one-shotting you over and over, and you're just spamming revives and heals, praying for a miracle for like an hour straight? Or playing Pokemon Platinum, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, and just praying to God the fight against Cynthia never ends, and you're just spamming revives and heals as Garchomp keeps tearing up your team? Like, 7 minutes is nothing for a turn-based game, right? I don't know, for me it's like, I think it's exciting. I remember, like, right, different example, but I remember, for example, Mario and Luigi 3, I cannot describe to you the feeling I felt as a little kid after 3 hours of fighting, finally killing the final boss. It was, oh my god, I felt like I had achieved everything in life. But this, you're playing, you're actively deciding to not play the game, and then you're bored. I mean, my opinion here, I don't understand why you would play this game then. Because it just sounds like, right, he did not really care much about team building strategy, right, or thinking about revising his team, maybe different options for the second night stage. He just said whatever and moved on. And then this stage, he says he put it on auto, and then he cleared it, but it took so long, he's just bored. Like, I think at that point, you know, for me at least, I know what the issue here is, but I feel like you would realize, okay, I don't like this game. Maybe I will not use up my time playing something that I personally don't enjoy. I don't know. I will say I enjoyed the video up until this point, but I think this take is a bit weird. I just think it's very, very weird that I have a very, very hard time to get behind it and understand exactly what he means.
The unfortunate part about the matter, right, is right now, if I were to challenge Lygus,
yeah, he will not be able to clear him.
The King's power is going to be greatly enhanced because the Knight is protecting him. And so I do believe I'm going to get fucking destroyed. But the thing is...
You will. I got fucking destroyed against that thing, and I tried with E6 S5 Finon. It did not work.
What do you even do against this floor?
See, that's what I mean. He has one try in with an absolutely suboptimal team. Like, as I said, that Akron really hurts me. I'm sorry. I know I'm sounding like a massive cringe nerd here, but it does. It does. But I think the issue isn't him not clearing it. I think his approach is the issue here, right? The mentality. He tried it once, and his response is, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? This is like back in the day, right? I had a friend, and his name, let's call him Billy, actually, right? So I had Billy, and Billy loved League of Legends, right? I was big into League of Legends back in the day, and Billy was stuck in silver, and what Billy would do is Billy would literally die 4 times in lane, and then genuinely spam ping his jungler, who was 2 dragons and 3 camps up on the enemy jungler. And he would spam ping him and be like, how can I play when I have such shit teams? And I was every single time like, Billy, you're in silver. And he would go to me and he would be like, well, what can I do? I really want to climb. I really want to improve. And I told him, the main issue is your fucking mentality. Your mentality is so bad because you're not actually trying to take
But the thing is,
you're not
what do you even do?
You're not actually trying to sit down and think about different approaches or what you could do better. This is, he tried once and now he's going like, what am I supposed to do? At this point, you know what I'm doing? I'm trying Robin, I'm trying Tribby. Okay, I can clear the Casterus stage. Like, right? Let's see, can I still 3-star? The Casterus team actually managed to win with just 1 cycle. I have a full cycle. So what if I put Luocha with my Casterus and then use Hyacinth here? Can I still 3-star clear with the Casterus team? Does that, you know, increase my survivability? Let's then, you know, remove Akron from this equation. Okay, let's try a Robin. Let's try this, let's try that. Like, you know, I think if that's not fun for you, if that kind of approach is not fun to you, I think this game is just inherently very, very wrong for you. Or at least this mode. I think this mode is just the wrong place for you. If you don't want to just sit down and do that.
This floor.
Right? Like, what am I supposed to do against this floor? But...
What do you do?
Like, look at all these characters. Look at all the options. There's so much you can at least try and do.
This. You know what? How about this? What if...
I hate the mentality of trying something once and instantly giving up. I think it's so discouraging, and I think it's just, in general, such a bad mentality to have. And at the same time, if you say, well, I just don't care about it, then don't play it. Don't play it. If you don't care, don't play it. The reason I play it is because it's fun to me, and that's what video games should be about. You should play a video game that you think is fun. If you're sitting down, you don't want to spend time on this, you think playing the game is boring, you're playing it on auto, you find that boring, I think you are actually doing yourself as a person disservice by spending time on something that you personally very clearly don't enjoy.
If I go my legendary...
And I guess this is just the direction that this video will go, right? It isn't the worst endgame in Hoyo history. It's just, he really, really dislikes Honkai Star Rail. Is that what this is going to boil down to? Not a statement, by the way, an assumption. Because we're halfway in, And I don't see how else this video is going to progress. I don't see how he's going to come to that end conclusion.
Legendary Adventurine. What if we use this team comp, right?
But, what? But now he's just using crit? He's now just using a crit character on a stage that is literally telling you not to use crit.
And then Adventurine is like on that shit. Right. This should cook.
What?
This should cook, chat. Adventurine's on that shit where when you're damaged, you create, you give them a debuff when you're damaged. Right? Surely we can. Alright, now let's do
There's no way.
That's totally...
He's actually using this.
I'm...
Does he clear? And he cleared. He actually cleared it. Great. And now you have all you now have 6 stars. This is it, right? This should be your goal as free to play. I think if you can hit 6-star reward here and, you know, basically clear all the free night stages, which makes sense. Those go hand in hand, bro. 200, 400, 300, man. That's 700. This guy is missing 100 Lone Stardust as a player who stopped playing the game to be able to get the pet, the highest rarity thing in the shop. Like, isn't that amazing? Is that not proving the exact opposite of this? Is that not proving that this endgame mode is great? Because it's a fun challenge where even as a free-to-play player, you can play it and still feel rewarded?
King's guards have been eliminated.
And now what I would do is, he managed to clear it. He managed to clear it with a crit character. At this point, I would go and I would start experimenting way more with like Kafka, Black Swan, Robin, or you know, other teams, and maybe see if I can clutch out that 2-star. I mean, never mind. Probably not, right? Because it's not going to matter. Yeah, 2, 2, 3. What is 2, 2, 3? Yeah, that's 7. Even if you clutch out the 3 stars here. Yeah, okay, then never mind. Never mind. Yeah, he would need to 3-star this, and he cannot 3-star clear it because the stage is just shit. So basically, he's done. He's great. All he basically can try to do now is get, you know, clear Ligas here.
Let's get our clean 6 out of 9.
Like, that's amazing. No, not really.
Ooh, okay, we got...
Like, this is absolutely amazing. I think his clear is so good.
Ooh, okay, we got 2 of our resins. Looks like we're not getting this one, because that's just not going to be possible unless I spend $3,000 on this game. Let's go see over here. We got to clear Ligas in 2 cycles, ladies and gentlemen. We got inversion. We lose HP. We got energy.
Or
reduces my
6.
energy as well.
You should not look at achieve victory in no more than 2 cycles. Your goal should be 6 as a free-to-play.
When allied targets are being attacked, the Sunder effect.
Yeah.
My max HP. Okay, so I've got to play somebody that benefits from losing their HP, but also does.
You don't need to. You don't need to. You don't need to because the boss is like us. You can use so much. I used Fine on here.
Heal off of max HP. Otherwise, I need a shield. So, like, I need a Casterus with shielding. Is that basically it? I need a Casterus that has a shield as well.
No. What? Why?
With shielding.
Why? What? Why Casterus with shielding?
So I've got to play somebody that benefits.
Each time after the enemy target is attacked, the attacker will lose HP equal to their own max HP. This effect is no, what? You just need a strong healer.
Their HP, but also doesn't scale off of max HP. Otherwise, I need a shield. So, like, I need a Casterus with shielding.
No.
That's basically it. I need a Casterus that has a shield as well. Because otherwise, the Casterus is just going to be losing all her HP. Don't need the shield. Okay. So, we're just going to run the Casterus lineup. And like, this should clear. What if I put...
This will not...
Blade in.
No. Casterus Blade is so bad. Actually, his Casterus and his Tribi are so bad. If the Blade is well built, he might actually do more carrying here than the Casterus itself.
When the number of allied targets currently on the field is not 4, whenever an ally uses their ultimate, it goes 40%. After receiving shield or healing, reduce damage taken and increase all type penetration. Which one is? I think it's 1 or 4, right? 1 or 4.
Yeah,
all right, so
you go 1 here.
Let's see what the Blade...
Yeah, the Blade doesn't look bad. The Blade looks good. The Blade looks honestly fine. Right? Because he also probably has the HP set, so he's going to have more crit rate. But he's not going to clear Ligas. I can already tell. He's not going to clear Ligas. And the reason... Here's the thing. He can 100% clear Ligas. His account has the potential, but he's not going to because the builds are so bad. 88 speed DDD Tribi, and then like 50% Casterus. If you had win set DDD Tribi with 161 speed here, and a casteress with like decent crit values, and then you just run an RMC here instead of the blade. Oh my god, you 100%, I believe you 100% can clear that.
Yeah, this is fine, right?
He has the potential.
Yeah, with the number of allied
but his cast, especially the Tribby, is going to be dead weight.
On the field is not for. So I'm gonna have the Hyacinth thing as well as the memo sprite.
I mean, let's skip it, but I don't think he's going to be able to clear it. But he should get very close still. Because he does have great units, bro. This I saw it defeat. So what happens?
And 2 HP bars left, boys.
Oh. Okay, so he runs out.
Hey, and
37 HP. There we go. 77%. I 100%. And he's playing on auto again. He's playing on fucking auto again. Don't play on auto. Don't play. Especially not against Lygus. Isn't auto just going to insta-nuke your ultimate if Lygus gives you the ult? And then you're going to just lose like all of your HP? Like, oh man.
HP bars left, boys. Hey,
but this is great. He could have 100% cleared it. Is this going to be again the same situation? Is he just going to give up?
Nothing I love more than spending 20 minutes watching a fight and then see this at the end of it. I love nothing more than that. That is an awesome experience.
It was 10 minutes.
On auto, spending
it was 10 minutes.
And then seeing
it was 3 minutes longer. It was 3 minutes longer than the dot thing. Right? Like this is from 17 to 24, that's 7 minutes, and this goes from where we go. There we go. This goes from, sorry. This starts from 36 and ends at like 48. It's like it's 12 minutes. It's not that much, and even then 20 minutes is what? Like, the issue here isn't that this fight is taking 20 minutes, I feel like. I think the issue is just that he really does not like the game. But at that point, I don't understand why he plays it. That's like the final puzzle piece. That's like the thing I have not come to a conclusion yet. I don't understand it.
Imagine if you fought this manually and then saw this. You wanna know what I would do? Fucking boom! Right into the middle of this fucking monitor. I'm pretty sure at least there's a good number of HSR players that currently they're looking at spider webs on their screen instead of HSR. Looking at fucking spider webs. Because on auto, apparently that took 12 minutes to do on auto. On auto, 12 minutes. Who designed this? Bro, like, I'm just gonna be honest. Somebody they probably got the guy from Genshin Impact that designed Stygian Onslaught for this one. What the fuck is that? Like, I'm just over here. I'm looking at it. An attack. It dealt 2 million damage. And then it did like 1% of his 5th HP bar. He still had 4 more of them after that. So we ended this using Caster Icy with her light cone. And this is the thing. Low-key, I feel like that team is worse if I don't have Blade. I feel like Blade was actually doing...
Yeah, you know what? The reason is that the characters are built in a bad way. I feel like, okay, my opinion, right? And this is going to be a headcanon, and there's absolutely no way for me to prove this. I believe that this guy, I personally believe he does not like turn-based games. I'm going to make that assumption, right? Or at least OG turn-based games. Right, because someone's, I could see him say like, I don't know, oh, I really like, you know, Expedition 33. But Expedition 33 is very revolutionary as a turn-based game, right? I'm talking like I'm talking like fucking Dragon Quest. Bro, do you know how much fucking time I spent as a kid on bro, I spent the majority of my time playing turn-based games, and I spent a majority of them just fucking perma-healing myself against bosses.
Work against that thing. I feel like Blade was actually doing some fun.
There's no issue here. It's just he really does not like turn-based games.
Work too. So genuinely, it might probably be worse if I didn't have him in. He was cooking, but I still don't think I still don't think it clears. I don't think that clears, bro. So yeah, if I were to summarize this game mode, it literally is pull the newest units or you don't get to play.
But why? What? But he cleared night 1 2 stars with a full-on budget team, and he 100% would have been able to clear night 2. What? His run is amazing. What else do you want? returning player who does not actively play, I believe, and he has 6 stars. He's missing what? He's just missing these 100 here, and he can buy whatever he wants from the shop. And if he now actually spends some time building characters and maybe even you know, revising strategy and switching from auto to manual, he would 1,000,000,000% be able to clear Ligas and buy everything. And at that point, what? I don't understand what the issue is. Especially because his run was absolutely amazing. I would not have even believed that he would have been able to get to 6 stars. This is great. What is the problem?
I'm pretty sure if I were to just go ahead, right, go to this menu. Oh, looky here, what do we got? Oh. Am I the only one that thinks this character looks like shit? Anyways.
Oh my god, yes! What? Evernight is one of the best gacha characters I've ever seen. Evernight is beautiful. The only thing that's shit about Evernight is that she doesn't wear pants. Evernight should 100% wear, like, you know, like long business pants or something like that. That would fit her personality so well. What? She looks amazing. Red eyes, sinister. What? No, I absolutely have no idea where that is coming from.
Dude, this character looks so bad.
How?
Like,
I assume that's just his opinion, right? And not like, I mean, yeah, obviously.
If I just did this, right?
I, for example, right, I like this design more than, let's say, as an example, Yuno's design from Vuva. I do, because this design is way more my vibe, right? But, yeah, I guess, bro, you know, opinion thing, sure.
Bro,
but I don't get, what exactly does he now want to prove?
Like, if I just did this and I got it, right? I'd be able to clear all the game modes right now. If I just did this, I did it like 40 times. I was really hoping I would get her.
Okay.
Like it said, right? It's like, if I just did that and I got her and I built her, I'm pretty sure I clear all those modes. No doubt in my mind. We're able to 3...
No, not necessarily, but at the same time, welcome to gacha. What? Whimpering Wastes? What? Whimpering Wastes. You could have said the same thing about 2.5 Whimpering Wastes, for example, right? Oh, I can't clear Whimpering Wastes? You know? Oh, I can just go, I can pull Frolova. Oh, and now I clear it with, you know, the super Frolova buff. Look at this, I'm so cool and great. You know what I mean? This is not HSI exclusive. Like, this is just a gacha thing. What does he play? Does he not play gacha games? I'm so confused. Ananta and Enfield, HP inflation, ZZZ, HP inflation, courageous. Like, he's a Vuva content creator, right? Like, gacha, Vuva. Like, you know, like, I feel like the first thing that would come to my... I think, like, this is a weird argument, no? Like, doesn't it make sense? It's the same, right? I don't get it. Why is it being brought up here? As like a specific... Like, yeah, it's a correct statement, right? If he builds Evernight, and then, yeah, he has a Tribi, he has Hyacinth, and then he runs RMC, sure, yeah, of course, yeah, he might be able to clear it. Probably not, because Evernight is a shitty cash grab unit, so he's still going to need the Light Cone if he does not want to run an ER rope on her. So, joke's on you, you actually also need to spend more. But, this just is for all gacha games.
Start one of them. That's because we had Cast or Ricey.
I just think it's weird.
Against that bastard, like, 0% chance. Oh, I wouldn't clear it even with her. I would still need multiple sequence nodes. Oh, you know what? Surely, right? I don't think about this anymore.
No, who said that? What? As long as we're just talking about clearing, you can do it at E0S0. You need vertical investment for all the big star thingies. But other than that, this is fine.
Super appropriate. You wanna know why? Because that game mode is cooked.
Why? What? Why? What am I missing? What is the issue? I don't get it. What? His run was so good. If I was a free-to-play player and I just came back and I did that clear as the way he did, and I actually also optimized my team and I managed to clear Ligas in 6 cycles, bro, I would be so satisfied. I would be so proud. I would be happy.
I don't know how they managed to do it, but they managed to... If y'all were complaining about the time limit...
What time limit?
Real, I prefer a time limit over whatever the fuck this is.
What?
I'm actually pretty good on spending 30 plus minutes in a fight and then allowing one mistake to undo or basically waste 20 plus minutes of my time. And I'm
what's talking about?
I refuse to play any of these manually because right now it took close to over an hour just to do them on auto. On manual, doing all of these would take you like...
Yeah, but I don't know. Does he not see the issue with that statement? The way he talks about this is he does not want to play the game, right? Like, I'm not the only one seeing that, right? It took me so long on auto. Imagine how long I have to play this video game to get this done. Just close the game and stop playing, right? It's not fun for him. It's boring. He talks about it like it's a chore. He clearly hates it. He maybe just in general hates turn-based games. You know, because it's boring, especially if he's a Vuva content creator, right? I fully get that, right? Like, he just enjoys action-packed combat more, where there's more focus in the combat itself, and not, you know, turn-based and strategy and all that. That's completely fine. But I feel like at that point, I would be like, okay, I don't enjoy this game. This game isn't for me, right? Like, okay, this game just isn't for me. We close it and we call it a day and that's it. Because I think if he had managed to get such an amazing free-to-play run with so many budget options, and he thinks he's still so not, I wouldn't even say mad, maybe bitter? I don't know. There's like a hint of malice, but I cannot say that. That would just be an assumption. That's weird, right? I take that statement back. That's just a weird statement. I don't know, right? But I just think it's weird. Maybe he just wanted to check it out. But genuinely, if he played it up to this point, and all of this, none of this is fun, and it really is just a chore like that, as he's talking about it, he should just
2+
not play the game.
That's absurd. I don't even know how they do this. And then think about your margin for error on, like, fucking up on targeting, picking your nose or some shit, or sneezing, and now you just griefed one of your ultimates, and that fucks you over. That just sounds bad, bro. Just use your E6 units, or just follow the advice that I'm gonna do. Don't play this shit. Because this is just Stygian Onslaught.
I mean, I don't like that statement. I don't like that statement. That's a weird statement, right? You can 100% dislike something, but I think it's weird to personally not like something, right, subjectively, and turn it into, like, something objective, right? Don't play this, right? Because I think there are people that would enjoy this and, you know, they're just not going to play it.
Round 2, Electric Boogaloo, but they somehow made it worse. At least with...
That's why for example, it's so important to always say, in my opinion,
Stygian Onslaught, you know you can't clear within like a minute, like within 30 seconds of start.
I don't know what Stygian Onslaught is, no idea. That's not a Vuva thing.
Starting Stygian Onslaught.
Because I play Vuva.
You'll know that you're fucked. With this game mode, though, you find out you can't clear after wasting like an hour of your time. At least you go into dire fearless mode and you're like, yeah, this ain't happening. You're done in like 5 minutes with Stygian Onslaught. With this, good fucking god. What a disaster. So, yeah, that'll be that for this one, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Let me know what you all thought. Peace.
And that's the video. Sure. I think it's a weird video, for sure. What's the perception? People like it. The defeat screen after a 20-minute run is diabolical. I see so many numbers in explosion, but nothing happens to the enemy bar. Honestly, this is good background noise for work, if anything. It really sends me to see the game I once loved downhill for predatory route. Feels soulless compared to what it once felt like. HSI is an absolute tragedy. It had so much promise at launch, but What? I can't wait for the let the whales have one thing as argument. Stygian Onslaught Pro Max. What is this? What is Stygian Onslaught? It's the same with the Genshin. Oh, it's Genshin. I see. No idea. Weird. Especially no one... Okay, I don't know. Maybe I'm in the wrong here. Maybe I really am in the wrong here. And I'm just really not seeing it. But in that case, I'm even more happy that I reacted to this. Yeah, to me, a weird video. It felt more like watching someone... Hey, look, that's me, haha! It felt more like me watching someone who just does not like Honkai Star Rail, or turn-based games in general. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I know I was able to really give a constructive opinion on the Glaive Q video. But this video, I feel like there's too much subjective matter to this video for me to be able to say something, right? Because him disliking Honkai Star Rail, right? Him hating Honkai Star Rail, or him hating turn-based games in general and thinking, oh, this is boring. Oh, you know, oh, I tried it once, it didn't work, I hate this, right? I don't want to have that team building strategy. I don't want to think my options right, do that. That's completely fine. Because that's fun to me. But I can understand that not everyone is like that, right? Especially if he's a WoWa creator, maybe he just prefers the, you know, the action combat of WoWa, where it's more like, in WoWa, it's more about reaction and all that, actually team prepping and that stuff. Completely fine. But I just feel it's very weird to then proceed to play this, to spend all this time, constantly talk about how much it's boring, how much you hate it, how it's a waste of time, it's so boring, like I have to do this, and then calling it the worst endgame in Hoyo history. I genuinely believe there were going to be some actually really good constructive criticisms here, and my only concern is he's insanely big with 86k subs, and I feel like a video like this could maybe paint like a bad picture for someone who has not played Honkai Star Rail at all, because there is a lot of subjective opinions. This guy did absolutely amazing. This was an amazing Anomaly Arbitration run, and if you ask me on this beginning screen here, with him dropping the game before that, I would have never guessed that he would actually be able to get 6-star clears on all on the night stages. That's impressive, and I think he had an amazing run, and he still hates it. I think at that point, he should just not play Honkai Star Rail. I guess that's my opinion, yeah. I think that he just very clearly does not like the game. He very clearly does not have fun playing the game. And I think if that's the case, you should just not play it, basically. So yeah, that's all. As I said, I gave my objective opinion to Anomaly Arbitration. I think this mode is amazing. And honestly, his video proved it to me, because I've seen his investment, I've seen the units he used, and he still managed to get so far. He basically, if he beat Lygus, if he spent a little bit more time optimizing and beating Lygus, he would be able to buy whatever he wants here in the shop. And that's crazy. And I think that is actually, with that this video actually becomes a good argument for me. I think this video shows the exact opposite. I think the video, the worst endgame in Hoyo history, shows actually how good the mode itself is. I think there's so many things that prove my points here. So yeah, despite everything, I will leave a like. Weird video. For sure. I think it's a weird video. But yeah, I don't know. I guess that's all I can say here. That's just too much subjective matter here for me to be really able to say much else. But yeah, that's going to be all from me. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. And especially if you think I'm completely off the rail here. Because apparently every single one has the same opinion. And it seems like this mode is indeed bad. And I don't know. Maybe I just was around the wrong communities, but yeah, I only seen positive stuff about that, other than the middle night stage, as I said. So yeah, let me know if I'm in the wrong here. I can't wait to have some discussions about this, and with that, I'm hopefully going to see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.